So far, so good. The new edition, one assumes, will have selectivity applied, and some of the material that has been available in previous critical editions will be supplanted by new, up-to-date data that can assist in a new, updated, contemporary readership where inadequacies had been perceived in previous editions. That is perhaps adequate justification for a new edition, a new critical edition. Perhaps, however, we can use the resources of technology to produce a new critical edition that does not select out when it makes additions to the available data. Perhaps we can have a critical edition that is in fact greatly expanded, but not expanded in ways that can overwhelm the reader or distract the reader from a fresh and immediate engagement with the text before her. There are good handbooks available for prospective critical editors. Why a new critical edition might be wise, why a new critical edition ought not to be undertaken, and for what audience, in particular, a new critical edition could have some meaning and usefulness. Behind, of course, the manuals and behind the practice of critical editions of Latin literary texts in the last 2 centuries, behind those lie a methodological process that has been in place since antiquity itself and has been refined and modified over the centuries. This is why it becomes, in the conventional critical edition, so efficient and so succinct that it is often, for an initial reader and even for more advanced readers, kind of a minefield at the foot of the page or a perplexing conglomeration that is hard to access. The major components of the methodology that philologists have developed are 2. One is called Recension, which involves the review and analysis of the evidence, usually manuscript evidence, on the basis of which the text has been preserved for us to read in the first place. The second of the 2 chunks is called examinatio, examination, careful analysis of what the combined evidence from the transmission gives us by way of what has actually been transmitted, and an assessment of how accurate that transmitted data is for the accuracy of restoring the text, the words, the intended meaning of the ancient author in the first place.